This is a question about garbage and landfill and cost. Recently, it's been reported that garbage rates are set to increase again by 22% in Belmont. People are throwing out much less trash, apparently, so they were incented to reduce the amount of trash. But as I understand, Recology, the new contractor, also has more trucks because of the increase in frequency of going to weekly garbage removal. While we're throwing out less trash, they want to raise the rates, because apparently there's a certain commitment in the for them in terms of volume to break even on their business plan. So would you handle this request for a rate increase from a policy standpoint? Candidate Brownlee.
Well, from a policy standpoint, I think we need to revisit Recology as a company and as a business model. It appears to me that a lot of the drivers basically changed shirts and ended up with the same company all over again as what we had originally with Allied Waste, which also did the same thing when it was originally BFI. You have a lot of the same drivers driving these trucks. So it appears to me that the company is just kind of playing a shell game for raising rates with the taxpayers. I think it should be visited either regionally by the peninsula cities, or we should look at possibly putting it out for bid again to a different contractor with some limitations on us to importing and exporting other elements of other companies into their structure.
A lot longer than 40 seconds. I supported the 22% increase. I was given two options, and what we wanted to do is go with a progressive system, which meant that those that were throwing away more trash, they were going to pay more than the people who were throwing away less trash. The bottom line is that you've got a lot of people, the program was successful. You had a lot of people who went from large trash cans to smaller trash cans. As a result, you have to pay a certain amount of fixed cost, and so you had to make up that amount of money. So maybe I'll think of some other things, and I know that we're down to the last 2 seconds, but it's a structural issue. It was too good of a recycling program, less was thrown away, and as a result, you still have costs to make up.
Yeah, and I will remind you, this is a tight time frame, 40 seconds, so there is a 20-second rebuttal option. Thank you.
Wow. So I guess one of the first things I do is try to reduce the cost of service by going to every other week recycling and every other week green waste pickup, once a week trash pickup. But there's a certain fixed cost that Recology is going to have, and they're going to need to recoup that cost. And I can't tell you right now whether rates need to go up or not, but the first thing to do is to see how efficient they can possibly be with every other week pickup recycling and green waste.
So the council looked at this at the last council meeting, and I for one wanted to see some more options, because I think that we need to look at this. However, recycling, we're very successful at recycling, and what we're doing now is people think we don't actually pay for recycling, and that's gotten more people to recycle. Actually, we do pay for recycling. We pay for recycling, we pay for garden waste, we pay for everything. The company has to pay for everything in the end. So we have to, for this particular time and place, we have to look at the contract to see what we can do, to see if we can make some changes to reduce the rates. I think it's a big shock to people. Now, if we go through all that and we can't do anything, I mean, we're bound by this contract right now. But over time, we can change the way we do business. And I think the most important thing is to make sure that everybody continues to recycle and isn't fined for that. Thank you.
When we were told by Recology that they have to pick up green waste every single week, that isn't a choice for us. And for a lot of us, where our recycling bins are overflowing right now, to reduce it to once every 2 weeks doesn't make a lot of sense. And so I understand that we want to reduce the cost, but I want to encourage people to recycle.